All right, MLN fans, we're back to it. It is Game 5 of this series at the LA and at the Dragon's Lair. 42,837 fans in attendance. Uh, it says it's 41 degrees at 8:05 p.m. Unusually cold for Los Angeles, but who am I to correct the game? And quite the pitching matchup. This one, we're going to see Andy Henderson back on the mound for Cooperstown. Henderson pitched really well against the Dragons in two outings during the season. Did not pitch really well in his last game against the Dragons. Uh, was a 6-1 loss in Game 2. Only lasted 4 2/3. Gave up 5 runs on 3 homers. Uh, just absolutely got shelled. They're hoping for a return to form from him here. They need it because this is the clinching game potentially, and Los Angeles going to send James Monday to the mound. Monday, not very effective against Cooperstown during the season, but in his one playoff appearance, 8 1/3, only allowed 5 hits, 1 run, struck out 5, kept Cooperstown completely at bay in that game, and let the bats win it for him. So let's head down to the field and start the action. All right, it is Tommy Nance behind the plate with Matt George, Zachary Johnstone, Felipe Lara, and Carlito Zenez in the infield, and Collier, Coriano, and Mendoza in the outfield. Adrian Fowler going to bat leadoff here, followed by Rodriguez and Hernandez, the DH. This is potentially the World Series clinching game for Los Angeles, and strike 3. Sorry about that. I was getting a text. And it is strike 3 for the first batter of the game to punch out Adrian Fowler. And Monday looks to be picking up where he left off. Here's Vic Rodriguez, 5 for 17 in the series, been very effective. And he is able to put it in play, but Zenez makes the play on the line drive, and that is 2 down with nobody on for Matt Hernandez, the DH. 2 for 11 in the series. Not super effective from a base hit standpoint, but on base percentage over 300. He's drawn some walks. I believe he's also hit by a pitch at one point. And the 3-1 pitch, and he walked again. Nice work by Hernandez getting on base. Does not have good speed, though. And here is Rich Vieira. He is 2 for 14 in these playoffs. Was mostly ineffective in the early part of this series, but did hit a home run in the last game, and he keeps it up. That's a base hit. Oh my gosh, misplayed by Mendoza and right. It's going to allow a run on the error. Oh no, not a run because Hernandez can't run, as we mentioned prior. And that brings us to runners at second and third with 2 outs for the first baseman, Nick Dallas. The 0-2 pitch to Dallas, and he struck him out. Monday, unfazed by the base runners and the error on right by Mendoza, picks up his teammate, and boom, here we are. All right, here's Collier to lead it off, followed by Coriano, and then Nance in the 3 spot. And it's Vieira behind the plate, Garris at third, Fowler at short, Eric Gunter over at second base, and Nick Dallas at first. Then Jonathan Davis in left, Tony Ochoa in center, and Vic Rodriguez out in right field, backing up Andy Henderson on the mound. Here in the bottom of the first, and Collier, the leadoff hitter and mostly hero of this series, looks to get things started at the 2-2 pitch. Oh, struck him out. Both pitchers strike out the leadoff hitter in this game, and it's Coriano now, the center fielder, with nobody on. And he gets under that one, but it's going to be easily played by Davis in left, and that's 2 down. So here's Nance with nobody on, 2-1 pitch, 2 down. He puts that one into play, not going to get down in front of Rodriguez, and that will do it for the inning. No runs on no hits for the Dragons. They do have an error. Moises Mendoza misplayed a ball in right, but did not result in a run. And Cooperstown with the one base hit. Here's Ochoa. And Ochoa puts it in play to short. Johnstone makes the play. Easy one hopper. And that's 1 down. It's Garris next and Gunter on deck. Garris hits it hard to left, but Collier makes a play, no problem. And that takes us to Eric Gunter. Gunter 2 for 12 in the series. Not super effective. Looking to get out of this slide. Not here. Strike 3 called. That's 2 strikeouts in 2 innings. And that takes us to the bottom of the second. Henderson's going to face Matt George, Coleman, and then Moises Mendoza. George hits to center. Easy play for Ochoa, 1 down. Here's Coleman. He's 3 for 11 in the series. Been very good at getting on base. And Coleman takes the 1-1 pitch and swats it into right field for a base hit. That's runner aboard. First hit of the game for the Dragons. 1 down and a runner on first for Moises Mendoza. I'm sure would love to make a play here and make up for that misplayed ball in right. He's 5 for 15 in the series, a couple of RBIs. And that one is deep. Yes, it's out of here. He totally redeems himself with that home run. And that gives the Dragons an early 2-run lead, 2-0 in the bottom of the second with only 1 out on the Mendoza home run. Now here's Jenez, the first baseman, 2-2 pitch. He struck him out. It's his second strikeout of the game, but Henderson's got to be having flashbacks to that earlier game in the series where he gave up all those home runs. And it's Felipe Lara now with 2 down. 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out. All right, so Henderson buckles back down, but the damage is done. 2 runs on 2 hits in the inning for Los Angeles, and they've got the lead. Top of 3, we're going to see Jonathan Davis, left fielder, followed by Fowler and Rodriguez. Monday with 3 strikeouts already. A 2-1 pitch to Davis. And that's a base hit straight up the middle. Nice piece of hitting. Just got every bit of that. Leadoff single puts a man aboard for Adrian Fowler. Fowler 4 for 12 in the series with a home run. 429 on base percentage. Been just super effective. That OPS, 1.012 OPS in the series. Oh, and the runner goes. The bunt down. They're going to get Fowler at first, but they gets the runner over, just like they planned. Davis into second. Now Rodriguez with a runner in scoring position and only 1 out. 0 for 1 today for Rodriguez. He got under that one, but playable and left. Collier's got it, and he holds the runner at second. So now 2 down with the runner at second for Matt Hernandez, the designated hitter. Hernandez drew a walk earlier. And he gets that one down. It's going to score a run. Base hit scores the runner from second, and the score is 2-1 now. Dragons still have the lead, but Monday's been he's been touched for the first time. Not, touched, but scored on for the first time in several innings. And strike 3 to Vieira. That is it. The Cooperstown catcher back to being totally ineffective. And Johnstone to lead off the inning, followed by Collier and Coriano. Johnstone 4 for 13 in the series. Surprisingly effective from this number 9 spot. Not this time. 4th strikeout for Henderson as he catches the outside corner with that one. That's Collier now. Also 4 for 14 in the series, but with an on-base percentage over 4 and an OPS over 13. 1.3. Amazing. And Collier is going to get aboard. That's a base hit to left. Drops in front of Davis. Makes a smart play and catches it on the bounce instead of diving for it. And Collier is aboard with the single. So 1 down, runner at first for Jorge Coriano. Full count, and he struck him out. Henderson bringing heat here. That's 5 strikeouts now in the game, and it's Tommy Nance. Nance punches that through for a base hit. Collier's going to head to third. Should be in there no problem standing up. And you got runners on the corners with 2 down for Matt George. George super effective this season. A little bit less so in the playoffs. A little bit less so. He's 0 for 16 in the playoffs. But he was one of the best hitters on this team all season long. This is the kind of situation where you'd like to see him return to form. And he takes the full count pitch and pops it up to second base. So nothing doing. They're not able to add the lead in spite of 2 hits in the inning, and it's still 2-1 Los Angeles after 3. Top of the 4th, we'll see Dallas, Ochoa, and Garris. Dallas 0 for 1 in the game, and he grounds out to first here. Easy play for Shenes. 1 down to start the inning. Ochoa now 0 for 1 in the game. 1 for 18 in the series. They get 2 for 19. That's in the gap. That might be 2. Yeah, he's in. Stand-up double for Ochoa. And that's runner on second with 1 down for Bill Garris. Garris also struggling. 1 for 13 at the plate. And he gets the runner over. Grounds out to the left side, but they're able to move the runner over, and that brings up Gunter now with a runner on third and 2 down. He's got to get a hit sometime, right? Not this time. Struck him out. They got a base hit, but weren't able to get anything across. And going into the bottom of the 4th, Los Angeles holding on to that 1-run lead. It's Coleman, Mendoza, and Shenes here. Coleman singled and then was driven home on the home run by Mendoza in the last at-bat. Takes a full count pitch here, and that's an easy grounder to second. Makes the play. Gunter has him, and 1 down for Mendoza. And Mendoza does not quite get enough of that one. Fly out to Ochoa in center. And with 2 out, nobody on, it is Carlito Shenes. 1-2 pitch. Carlito strikes out. It's a drop third strike, though, on the wild pitch. He's not fast enough to make anything out of it. Vieira retrieves it, makes the throw, and that retires a side. All right, top of 5. Monday to face Davis, Fowler, and Rodriguez. Monday's thrown 68 pitches already. That one back. Playable for Coriano. And here is Fowler. Fowler 0 for 1. He sacrificed bunt in his last at bat. And takes the 2-1 pitch here. And that's going to drop. That is extra bases for Fowler. Nice bit of hitting. Smaller ballpark would have been a home run, but doesn't matter. He can run. That's a triple. Fowler picks up a triple to deep center field, and that brings up Rodriguez now with only 1 out, and the runner at third. Chance to tie the game here. Fowler's got great speed. If anything to the outfield, probably scores a run. And we'll see if that does it. To Mendoza and right, he makes the throw home. Good camera work. No idea what happened. Looks like Fowler stayed put. Excellent work. We'll talk to the production team later. All right, so now 2 down, and Hernandez at the plate. 1 for 1 with an RBI already. Chance for a second one here. Wild pitch. That's a wild pitch to allow the run. That is unusual for Monday here. I hope that doesn't shake him too much if you're a Los Angeles fan. Terrible way to let the run across, and that ties the game. And then he gives it the base hit right behind that to Hernandez. Not pretty. And Vieira comes up with the runner at first and 2 down. The 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out again. So again, Monday gets it together, gets out of the inning, but man, allows a run to score on a wild pitch to tie the game. It's 2 runs on 6 hits through 5 for Cooperstown. And here at the bottom of the 5th, 2 runs on 4 hits with an error for the Dragons. And it's Lara, Johnstown, and Collier to the plate. Lara likes the first pitch he sees, drives it into left for the base hit, and leadoff runner's aboard with a single. So, nobody out, runner at first for Zachary Johnstone, who, again, has been surprisingly effective in these playoffs. Not this time again. He struck him out. Second time. That's 7 Ks for Henderson in this game. And here's Bobby Collier. Collier 1 for 2 in the game. He's hit just about everything he's seen in this series. And that one's not going to get down. Fly out to right. Rodriguez is under it, no problem. And 2 down now. Coriano to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. And he struck him out on 3 pitches. That is the 8th strikeout for Henderson in the game. Nice bit of work there to get out of the inning. And after 5, it's 2-2 game. Monday to face Dallas here, followed by Ochoa and Garris. Dallas is 0 for 2 in the game. See if Monday gets that bad inning out of his system. He gets a fly out here to right. Mendoza, catches it instead of letting it bounce between his legs. That's a good start. And here's Ochoa. Ochoa doubled in his last at bat. And he got a hold of this one too, but not enough. Coriano's able to get under it. That is 2 down now. Garris at the plate, 0 for 2 in the game. And it looks like another ground out. Easy play to second. Lara makes the throw. Zene steps on the bag, and that will do it here in the top half of the 6th. And it's Nance, George, and Coleman, the heart of the order, here to face Andy Henderson. Nance 1 for 2 in the game. Not this time. Ground out over to Gunter at second. And the leadoff runner is out. Leadoff hitter is out for Matt George. George still hitless in these playoffs. And with that soft ground ball to Garris, he will remain hitless in these playoffs. Not his best series. And Tyler Coleman now, last gasp in the inning. He singled and scored earlier, and he struck him out. 9 strikeouts for Andy Henderson in the game. If Cooperstown's able to pull this one out, they're going to have to give a lot of the credit to Henderson. He's really, besides that home run to Mendoza, really locked it down. And here in the top half of the 7th, it's Gunter, followed by Davis and Adrian Fowler. And that's a ground out to Johnstown at short. Johnstone at short. And that'll bring up Davis. 1 for 2 on the game with the 2-2 pitch. And he popped him up. Looks like Nance has it. Easy out. 2 down now for Adrian Fowler. Fowler tripled his last at bat. This time, not so much. Going to ground out to Johnstone. That ends it, and we're going to go to the 7th inning stretch. Enjoy George Strait singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Well, and here's a surprise. The Big League Chews have pulled Andy Henderson and his 9 strikeouts in favor of righty Ryan Kelly from the bullpen. Kelly's got a great fastball. Not, however, been super effective in this series. 1 inning pitched. 1 inning pitched in that terrible loss, 6-1 loss in Game 2. He gave up a home run. This is a strange decision. We'll see how it works. They've got the shift on now for Mendoza. Fowler, the shortstop, playing just to this side of second base, and Gunter and Dallas lined up on the first base side of the infield. And, yeah, sure enough, he gets him to ground out. Didn't even make it to the shift. Just grounded out to the pitcher to the right-hand side. All right, so Kelly gets the first batter he faced, and General Manager Christopher Lee looks like a genius. Carlito Zenes now. The 1-2 pitch. And that is going to be caught. Fowler ranges back into the outfield grass a couple of steps and pulls in the pop-up. And that's 2 down now for Felipe Lara. Lara's 1 for 2. Make it 1 for 3 as he also grounds out to the pitcher. Well, Kelly goes 1-2-3 in the inning. And we're going to get a reliever on the Dragon side as well. It's Tommy Irvine, righty out of the bullpen. He pitched yesterday, gave up 1 hit in 1 inning, did not allow any runs. Excellent fastball. Good stuff from Irvine here. And he's going to face Rodriguez, Hernandez, and Vieira here in the top half of the 8th. 2-2 to Rodriguez. And that's hit hard. Oh, what a play. Mendoza makes the diving catch, charging in towards home plate. Risky maneuver, but he gets Rodriguez on that. Just robbed him of a base hit. That was huge. Here is Mark Huffman, the DH. Is he a pinch hitter? I missed something there. It doesn't matter. He struck him out. Dropped third strike, but easily recovered, and that's 2 down. So here's Vieira. Last hope for Cooperstown in the 8th. And that's going to be a fly out to left. Collier makes a play, and that'll do it. Top half of the 8th in the books. Still a 2-2 tie. Kelly remains in the game. He's going to face pinch hitter Solis, batting for Johnstown here for reasons that I can't begin to understand. Followed by Collier and Coriano. Like I said, they brought him in because he's going to hit a fucking bomb to put the Dragons ahead. If Christopher Lee is a genius, Ben Vincent is a super genius, mad villain. The Dragons take a 3-2 lead on the big pinch hit home run from Solis. All right, now Collier with the pressure off. They've got the lead. They just want to pile it on. And Collier gets under it too much. It's caught in center by Ochoa. That's 1 down. Here's Coriano. 2-2 pitch from Kelly, and that is deep into the hole, but Fowler makes the play at short, and they've got him. That's 2 down for Tommy Nance. Nance strikes out, but the damage done here, the go-ahead run comes across on the big home run from Solis in a pinch hit spot. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Dragons with the error earlier, and 2 runs on 6 hits for Cooperstown. And here we go. Top of the 9th, it's Estevan Soto out of the pen. Soto has pitched twice in this series for a total of a whole inning pitched. He gave up a run in one of those outings yesterday, hoping to recover from that. Yeah, let's see what he's got. He's a good young pitcher, but this is a high pressure situation. They are 3 outs away from a World Series appearance, and the Dragons fans are on their feet and cheering. Notable substitution with the Solis got the pinch hit home run. That was great, but the defense seriously downgraded as Herman Aguilar comes in at short instead of Johnstone, who's played really well at shortstop. Hopefully, Soto is able to just strike some people out and not have to worry about it, but we'll see if it comes into play. And here we go. It's Dallas, Ochoa, and Garris with the Big League Chews season riding on the inning. The 1-2 to Nick Dallas. Soto rocks. He fires, and little dribbling ground ball right in front of Nance. He picks it up, and that is 1 down. They got Dallas at first, and here comes Tony Ochoa with 1 out. Soto fires. Struck him out. That is big moment for Estevan Soto. And here we are, Bill Garris. The entire Big League Chews season on this at bat. The 3-1 pitch. And he missed. That's ball 4. Garris is on base. Decent speed. He's the tying run, the go-ahead run at the plate. And Eric Gunter. Gunter 2 for 15 in the series, 0 for 3 tonight. Whew. Big moment. Takes the first pitch he sees and drives it hard into the hole to that to Aguilar, the shortstop, subbing in for Johnstone, not able to make the play, and that takes us to 2 outs. Runners at first and second, and Jonathan Davis. Davis 4 for 16 in the series, one of the better hitters in this Cooperstown lineup so far. Oh man, this is good baseball. Soto remains in the game. He's allowed 2 base runners here. And he walked him. It takes it to a full count, and he walks him the go-ahead run at second, the tying run at third. Here in the top of the 9th for Adrian Fowler. Fowler 1 for 3 on the game. Big moment, and it's still Soto on the mound. And, oh no. Another wild pitch. Another wild pitch for a run. All the runners advance a base, and now Fowler's got runners at second and third with the game tied, and Soto remains in the game. I don't understand that. Uh, Huge moment, full count again, and another walk. Soto walks the bases full after giving up the wild pitch of the run. The Dragons fans are loudly booing, and they finally go to the pen. It's Angel Griego. Griego pitched and got the win a couple of games ago. Was very effective, no hits in an inning and a third. Uh, all right, let's see if he can get him out of this bases loaded jam in the top of the ninth. Huge comeback by Cooperstown in this inning. 2-run rally to tie the game. And another one to Aguilar. He makes the play this time. Doesn't completely embarrass himself. But instead of heading to the World Series, the Dragons got to come back up to bat and try to get that next run. Olmstead, obviously out of the pen for Cooperstown. Probably the best reliever in baseball right now. Highly effective in this series, highly effective in pretty much every game he's ever appeared in. Tall order now for the Dragons. It's Matt George, Tyler Coleman, and Moises Mendoza. They've been effective tonight. Let's see what they can do. Tie game, the World Series on the line here. And the 3-1 to Matt George, hitless in the series. And he grounds out to Garris again. Just cannot get it going, Matt George. That's unfortunate. Tyler Coleman now. Coleman 1 for 3 in the game. Olmstead takes it full count, and he walked him. Winning run at first now. Coleman gets the walk, and here's Mendoza. He's too good a hitter, I think, to waste the at-bat trying to move the runner over, but we'll see what they do here. The 2-1, Olmstead rocks and fires, and Mendoza, oh no, hits into a double play. Gunter makes a nice play, Fowler makes a good throw, and we're in extra innings. Wow. Big ninth inning comeback from Cooperstown, and Eric Berry will replace Griego here. Berry, a lefty. Fairly effective in the series. In the 1/3 of an inning he pitched, he struck out the only batter he faced. Let's see if this bullpen can hang on. Here's Jason Schneider, now hitting for the DH spot, pinch hitter. And Schneider is going to, oh my gosh, Zenez makes a rare error there at first base, and that allows the runner to get on board. That the Dragons can't get out of their own way here. Here's Vieira, now with a runner at first and nobody out, takes the count full and bloops a single into center field. Runners at first and second now for Nick Dallas. 0 for 4 on the game. Nobody out. That's a little better. He strikes him out. And they're going to go to the bullpen one more time. It's Manuel Resto. Resto throws a decent fastball, decent curve. Otherwise, kind of just a guy. Yeah, we'll see what we get here. He pitched 2 1/3 yesterday. Not 2 1/3. I'm sorry, 2/3 of an inning yesterday. Did not get into trouble, but this is a big moment. So it's Ochoa with only one out and runners at first and second. Gomez, the pinch runner at second, can run a little, so Ochoa grounds out to first. That'll move both runners over. So here we are, 2 down, but the runner, lead runner, makes it to third, and Garris 0 for 3, the big opportunity here. They walk Garris intentionally to load the bases. Fans don't love it, but you can't blame them here. It's the right play. And here's Gunter. He's 1 for 4, but he started that rally in the 9th. Chance to be the hero again for Cooperstown. Not this time. Resto strikes him out with the bases loaded. 3rd strikeout for Gunter. They strand 3 runners in the top of the 10th. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. Olmstead hits the showers, did his job, and it's Freddie Klovstad out of the pen. Freddie pitched an inning, a third in game 2, is one of the only pitchers on Cooperstown who didn't give up a home run in that game. And we'll see what he's got here. It's Zenes, who made the costly error in the last inning. Lara and Aguilar here in the bottom of the 10th. And that is driven to center, but playable for Ochoa. 1 down. Now Felipe Lara, the second baseman, he's 1 for 3 on the day. Nobody on and 1 out. It's the pitch, and another base hit. Drove it straight up the middle. Just like they draw it up in practice. Nice bit of hitting. Lara at first now with 1 down for Herman Aguilar, the shortstop. Made a costly defensive misplay. Wasn't called an error because he didn't actually make a mistake. He just stood there like a fucking dumbass staring at first base instead of making a throw to allow Cooperstown to tie this game. So Aguilar looking to redeem himself. 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out. Good substitution there, guys. All right, Bobby Collier, been the hero a couple of times this series. Another chance here. Runner at first. First pitch he sees. Gets away from Vieira. Not sure if they're calling it a wild pitch on Klostad. That's the third wild pitch in this game. That's kind of crazy. Plus, we've had a couple of drop third strikes. Catcher's getting a workout. And that moves the tying run. I'm sorry, that moves the game-winning World Series clinching, Championship Series clinching run to second for Collier. The 1-0, and Collier, hits it hard, but Garris makes the play over at third, and they get out of it. Strand a runner. Game still tied at 3 going into the 11th inning. Resto will remain on the mound. Here's Jonathan Davis. Walked the last time. Not this time. Flies out to center. Coriano makes the play, and it's 1 down. Here's Adrian Fowler. 1 for 3 in the game. Walked the last time up in a big situation. That looked like a foul ball. Senes grabs it. Jesus. Senes grabs it, but terrible decision as Fowler's already passed him, and he gets an infield hit out of it. So, should have let that roll foul. Live and learn, I guess. Why not? Mistakes are learning opportunities, even when they're in the extra innings in a playoff game. And here's Vic Rodriguez. And he's going to pop out. Pops out to Aguilar at short. And Kevin Gomez, who came in to pinch run for the last pinch hitter at the DH spot, will fly out to right. So Resto gets out of the inning. They strand a base runner on Fowler's infield single. And we head to the bottom of 11. It's Coriano, Nance, and George for the Dragons, and they're going to face Freddie Klostad. Coriano hasn't had a hit yet today, and he struck him out. Didn't look like a strikeout from here, but that's how they're going to call it. And Tommy Nance with 1 out. 2-2 pitch. And Nance grounds out to Garris at third. So Matt George, 0 for 19 on the series, 0 for 4 on the game. And he struck him out looking. That's unfortunate for the Dragons. And top of 12. Resto still on the mound. He's going to face Vieira, Dallas, and Ochoa. Vieira strikes out again. Third strikeout, but he had 2 base hits also. It's roller coaster of a game for Vieira. And here is Nick Dallas, 0 for 5. Struck out his last at bat. This time, he bloops one. Matt George does something right, makes a play in the outfield grass. And here is Tony Ochoa, 2 down. Count goes full, and he struck him out. Cooperstown, 3 up and 3 down. And Klostad remains on the mound. It's Coleman, Mendoza, and Senes. Coleman got this thing started earlier with a single and scored on a home run from Mendoza, and not this time. Flies out to left. Davis is under it, and it's Mendoza now with 1 out, nobody on. 1 for 4 with the home run today. Takes the first pitch he sees and hits it the other way against the shift, but not hard enough. Garris makes the play all by himself over there, and that'll do for that. Here's Carlito Zenes. The 0-2 to Zenes. Strike 3. The umpire is just expanding the strike zone every inning here as we get into the extra frames. Garris, Gunter, and Davis in this inning to face Resto. He's pitched 3 innings already. And Garris hits it off the wall. Looked like the right fielder might run that one down, but that's going to be a triple. Mendoza not able to make a play on it, and it's a triple to lead off the inning. The go-ahead run at third for Gunter. 1 for 5 on the day. And he also hits it hard. That's going to get the run across. Cooperstown takes the lead. That's an RBI double by Gunter following the leadoff triple for Garris. That is big. Big time step up from Eric Gunter here in this game. And Jonathan Davis, now with nobody out, and they're going to walk him to set up the double play. Horse might already be out of the barn here, guys. And it's Fowler at the plate. He's 2 for 4. Reached on an infield single the last time. Lays down the sacrifice bunt for the second time in this game, and it's effective for the second time in this game. Moves the runners over. Insurance runs at second and third now. Rodriguez up with 1 out. Resto's thrown 43 pitches now in relief. And gets the fly up, but that should score a run. Coriano makes the throw home. Garris is too quick. He's across, and that's a 5-3 game for Cooperstown, and they finally go back to the pen. It's Mike Weedling here to just try to mop this thing up and get it over with. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say there. Weedling to face Kevin Gomez with 2 out and a runner at third. Hard hit ball to Zenes at first, but he gets it, makes the play. They get out of the inning, but too little, too late. 2-run score in the top of the 13th for Cooperstown. The Big League Chews take the lead 5-3, and here comes Josh Shope out of the pen. Shope, great stuff, 33 years old, not a kid anymore, but absolutely just amazing fastball, 101 miles an hour with a little movement. And he's going to come in here and try to shut this thing down and end the game for Cooperstown. The Dragons need 2. Home crowd a little bit subdued. See if Lara can get something going and get them back on their feet. The 1-1 pitch. He rocks, he fires, and that is blooped into center. Going to be playable for Ochoa. 1 down. Here's Aguilar. The backup shortstop struck out in his last at-bat. Strikes out in this at-bat. And it's Bobby Collier now. Last hope. Down 2. 0-2 pitch, struck him out on 3 pitches. This game is over. The Big League Chews with a 9th inning rally to tie the game, and then in extra innings they close it out and beat the Dragons on their home field. They're now trailing 3-2 in this series, but definitely have some momentum. And we'll see you for the next one.